Hello, my name is Caroline. I'm 28 years old. I am a full-time teacher assistant, a part-time waitress, a full-time student, and a full-time mom. So I'm very busy. Prior to joining the Confidence Blueprint Academy, I remember I was very much the person who would start a new workout regime, would start eating clean on a Monday, and by Friday I would be binge eating. I would just be eating the whole bag of chips. I would purposely buy cake. I would just be pigging out on Friday night and just saying, oh, it's okay. I'll just go back to the gym next week and start over next week. Monday will come and it would just happen all over again. You guys know the story. And I was just very much sick of it because it was taking so much of a toll that I realized I have no pictures of myself. I do not take selfies. I have not bought clothes for myself in probably 2 years. Maybe some sweatpants, but as far as me dressing myself up, no thank you. And that was kind of bringing me down. And as far as like my self-esteem, it was really triggering because then I would spiral out of control again and emotionally eat again. So I was just very much sick of it. I wanted something different. I wanted out. I wanted to change. I wanted to change everything about me. I just wanted to change. But one thing I did know that was very big was the binge eating. So much so that I even went to therapy. And then I bumped into Macier's Instagram. And I was just getting so freaked out because this girl was saying everything in my head. Here is this other Dominican woman who is just out here living her best life with health and fitness and everything else, because as I learned through this whole process, your health and your nutrition controls everything, every aspect of your life, really. And I saw Maciel and I'm just like, yo, she's Dominican. Like, she's not hiding it. She's not like out here doing all these crazy workouts and like drinking just protein shakes. She's Dominican. Like, she's eating food. And all her stories would be almost quotes straight out of my head. Do you yo-yo diet? Do you frequently self-sabotage? And I'm just like, this is insane. So it just made me realize how I'm not alone in this process. And that was kind of warm in itself, knowing that you're not the only one that goes through this, that there's many other women, especially women of color, who deal with trauma in this way. So I decided to join. I was very reluctant because I had so much on my plate already. I was nervous that I was going to let myself down because I've done it before. Why not again, And I was also nervous about how big of a financial investment it was, feeling that like I was going to let myself down. So I'm just like, I'm going to let myself down and put a hole in my wallet. Perfect. But something clicked inside of me after literally probably 3 weeks of going back and forth. I do so much for everybody, for everything. I work these jobs. I stay late if they want me to. I stay up late with my son whenever he's sick. I'm there in all his events at school. I'm there teaching him everything. I'm reading to him. I'm doing what I can. I put him in extracurricular activities. I go out with my friends when they want me to. I study when I'm tired. I do all these things for other people. But what am I doing for myself? Like, I know, you'll get the money and you'll get the grade. But those things didn't bring me joy either. So I would really, really feel a lot of joy by making myself proud and not giving up on myself, as I've proven myself, as I've done before. So I just told myself, if I don't do this now, I'll never do it. And if I never do it, then I might get diabetes, or I might get some kind of heart issue, or I'll never, there's complications that come with being overweight. And those things are so normalized in our culture. Everybody in my family is a gordita. Oh, it would be great for you to have chubby legs. Oh yeah, no, you look great. No one's gonna tell you you're overweight until you're obese. And they're just like, I know, you need to lose weight. And then they start giving you like corn and chicken. I don't know. I just don't know. So I just figured, if not now, then when? So I made the investment, and I didn't look back. I didn't regret it at all. I spoke about the price, the finances to my partner, and I was just like, this is something that I need to do for myself. Like, I know what this might seem to you from the outside, but from the inside, this feels great and right to me. Me putting my health first, it feels right. Especially with someone who was literally saying everything that was in my mind. It just felt right. So a few things another fear and doubt that I had was this whole combat I had with the kitchen. I just had a very strong, I was very intimidated with the kitchen. I hated cooking. I felt like, oh my God, it's so time consuming. Why cook when I can just order food? Why cook when I could just be studying? Why cook when I could just be sleeping? Like, I'll just not eat, But I have a child, so I'm just gonna order food. Everything was ordering food, everything, every night. So that was something I had to combat, and it was hard. I thought I would never get over my fear of being in the kitchen. But let me tell you, on this past Sunday, I meal prepped 3 meals for 3 days. So that's already 12 meals. And I meal prepped 3 meals for my son, because my dinner was very not something he would like. But I did 3 meals for him. So essentially I made almost 15 different meals, in less than 2.5 hours. In less than 2 hours, actually. So I feel like that was a big game changer for me. My whole mindset shift of seeing it not as I'm serving someone else, because the entire day you're serving someone else. So if you go into the kitchen thinking, oh, now I have to cook for this people, and now I have to do this. No, I started thinking about, this is the energy for me. This is how I get my energy. This is how I'm going to feel happy tomorrow, knowing that I can just open my container and my food is right there. I can open the fridge, my food is right there. And ironically enough, I used to hate being in the kitchen because it was so time consuming. But actually, meal prepping has literally given me time. I have so much free time now that I almost don't know what to do with it. I'm not thinking about meals. I'm not thinking about when I have to eat. I'm not stressing over food. My food is right there because I already gave myself time to plan, to prepare it, and now I don't have to worry about it for the whole week. That's so weird. It was so weird. It's things like that completely change your mind. So now everything in my life is like that. I'm just gonna plan this out now, so everything's smooth.